This video was sponsored by the World Caregiver Network. For more information, visit www.worldcaregivernetwork.com.
Many have died last week on these streets. In the basement of this building, we find them. I have given them the last rites. Now, you do what you will. You are stronger than us. But soon, I think, they be stronger than you. Let the dead walk, senores. We must stop the killing, or we lose the war.
Hello everyone, this is Charles F. Gray, Atari Charles, and this is Dawn of the Dead Commentary Part 2. Anyways, the chopper's flying into the, shopping mall, and yeah, it seems like they want to check things out. And yeah, I just love the shots here. It's very, very stark, very gray, very, very hopeless in a way. Aside from the wonderful colors of the chopper. Anyways, they so they land the chopper and they're going to check things out, of course. From the safety of the rooftop, of course. It's cool. The two SWAT team members love it.
Oh my God.
But of course,
Forget it. Let's get out of here.
Wait a minute, they can't.
yeah, she doesn't like it at all. You can really tell that for sure. So anyways, they decide to check things out, and they notice some military rations down there. And of course, they have no food or water, so it does make sense they're going to check this place out. And as it is kind of above the main mall, they're relatively safe, of course. And this, of course, really leads into all of this is really foreshadowing, the lure of the mall, like them trying to actually, the main characters trying to take it over. And, it's seeming to be a gold mine when in fact, in a way, it's like a prison in a way. So, checking out things, of course.
Bam.
Did you bring a can opener?
No, I guess I didn't.
Then don't knock it. It's got its own key.
Yeah, I like that scene where it was talking about spam and so on and so forth, and you don't need a key. Now the characters are deciding, hey, it's a good thing here, we should check things out. Totally going against Fran's intuition, so to speak. She wants to head off to Canada, of course, and that seemed to be the plan. But now this place seems like a gold mine. But I think she recognizes this place for what it is, and really it's a tomb more than anything. There's Steven, aka Flyboy, sleeping, and he's explaining how to use the gun and that it has a kick. Let's have a smoke before we rock and roll.
What do you think? Bag it or try for it? You game? I need lighter fluid.
So, of course, we're here to get supplies, so on and so forth. They got the keys to the kingdom. Obviously, I've had to cut a lot of parts out. And they're obviously making their way to what I think is JCPenney, I believe. Kind of like a Kmart, kind of like a Zellers, kind of like a just a place that has everything, right? Clothing, tools, so on. Like Sears when they were in business. So yeah, the zombies are coming. I think it was a bad idea for them to turn on the escalators because it just makes it so much easier for the zombies to come to the top floor. Because I think earlier they had said, there's none of the zombies were on the top floor. They're on the lower floor of the mall. But and then of course Steven takes off. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So anyways, obviously you got a big chain of keys like that, or ring of keys. I mean, yeah, man, you got to have that all prepared ahead of time. That's awesome. So anyways, they're fighting the zombies, so on and so forth, getting into there to get supplies and that. Zombie gets stuck. Of course, they got to pull him through. And shit, he loses his second gun. Remember earlier in the movie, his his teammate or whatever gets shot in the head, and he takes that guy's gun too. So I think that's the gun. So, or maybe the one around his body is.
We can't leave those guys down there.
Steven is making a mistake here. Obviously, he does help them, but Steven's making a mistake to even go down, basically, to be honest with you. Let them kind of deal with it. They're the trained professionals in this type of thing. And obviously, Flyboy, Steven, Flyboy, he's a fucking helicopter pilot for a news station. Steve Andrews. Weather from the chopper. This is a very cool scene where he slides down. If you notice nowadays, basically they put these big things along the sliding portion where you're not supposed to slide on it to, for people not to do that. Anyways, you're going to do the okie dokie thing. So obviously zombies are really stupid. And they're basically, making a bunch of noise to, attract the zombies down there to the glass, and then they can go out the other exit or entrance, whatever you want to call it. So of course they're calling a bunch of insults to the zombies. The zombies don't know anything. They don't know the language. They just know noise. And shit goes bad. Obviously I've cut this, and all of a sudden things go really bad in the movie, and you're like, oh shit, the heroes are they're gonna get killed now. They're really out of their element, especially Flyboy here. Basically, he can't fire a gun very well. He, if he would have fired that, he probably would have hit. He probably would have hit, basically, Peter, for sure, because he's not a good shot. And Peter's like, "Don't go in there! Don't go in there! You'll lead him right up." So, anyways, I think basically most zombies are fairly unintelligent, but there are some that are a little bit smarter. So you got the Hare Krishna zombie where he could tell, when he was looking at Flyboy, he could tell that Flyboy was going to go for that door. And part of his mind's like, okay, well, I can't catch these guys. And I need to catch basically Flyboy. Hold on. So anyways, Peter they're all running through the mall here, the three main characters, and to try and make it inside, I guess you can say JCPenney, and shut the door. Obviously Roger's waiting for them there to shut it. But anyways, the Hare Krishna zombie somehow has an instinct of like, hey, you know what? There's something there. I can't catch these guys, but maybe there's food up there. You'll notice this scene where the zombie attacks him, grabs onto his jacket that he has tied around his waist. That's Roger, and grabs that. Well, the reason why they put that in was basically there was a scene where it shows him with the jacket tied around his waist, and later scenes where it wasn't. So they have to show how why the tied around jacket or whatever it is was removed. And obviously this zombie was able to grab a hold of it, and you'll see obviously, Roger kills the zombie, but then he realizes this stupid thing tied around his waist, his jacket, is actually a hindrance. So hey, let's get rid of it, basically. Hence, they had to film that, to show that, of course, the later scenes, see now he doesn't have the jacket around his waist, right? So that was definitely a put-in scene. Anyways, now that, the okie dokie thing where they they're going to do it again here. You're going to see this, basically. And meanwhile, obviously, you're going to see what the Hare Krishna zombie does. Now, maybe the Hare Krishna zombie was kind of more accurate or wise in life, and therefore more of its brains functioning in death. Hard to say. So, of course, they're going to do the okie dokie again. Like, hey, dummies over here, right? Make a bunch of noise so that way, on the lower level, I think. And then that way they can basically get to the upper level where there won't be any zombies. And the zombies, they don't learn. They're not like, well, in the George Romero universe, they do learn after a while. But, this is in the onset of the zombie Holocaust. So there's a Hare Krishna zombie. It's wandering up. And, does she hear something? She hears something.
Steven?
Oh, she calls Steven. Nope, it's a Harry Krishna zombie. She's like, shit, I got to get out of here. Anyway, she shuts the door. This is that's a pretty funny scene, actually. Anyways, they're looking at goodies and stuff like this. Obviously, found the Flyboy found the book, which has a map. So anyways, this is so stupid because doors all latch. Even if there's not a lock on the door, it would actually shut and latch, and the zombie would have a hard time actually turning the knob and opening it. Maybe it could, maybe it couldn't. But this, it's not even latching. And if, honestly, these things of food, these boxes of food are really quite heavy. There's no way the zombie would have been able to push it open, because you can see later, I'll show you later, where Peter tries to push it open. Or sorry, not Peter, Flyboy, and it's like, fuck, it's even hard for him. So I don't think, yeah. So anyways, the Harry Krishna zombies here. Obviously, Flyboy took her gun that Peter left her, and now it's like, oh shit. And the Harry Krishna zombie's pretty calm, if you know, for a zombie. I know they seem kind of strung out and burnt out, but even like when he's trying to attack her, he's not like really aggressive. So it kind of makes me think in the George Romero universe, where basically a person's personality traits in life somewhat are preserved, you know, upon reanimation, right? Especially as they exist longer and longer in time, and more and more of these residual memories come out. So anyways, it's funny, Peter, they're trying to sneak all this crap. And yeah, it's, you know, are they going to make it in time to basically save her from this Harry Krishna zombie, who is pretty chill, actually. Yeah, sure, he wants to eat her, but he's not, like, really aggressive. He's just trying to grab her. He's like, you know. So, anyways, yeah, so let's see if they make it. Okay, they finally get that wheelbarrow thingamajig to hold all their stuff, and that was good. They actually got a bunch of useful things. I think they got a, you know, I remember those TVs, they were like $99 basically for those like black and white plastic shell TVs. I think they were like an RCA or something like that. Not sure what this one does. He tells them, don't shoot, because you're going to attract the zombies, right? Walking Dead has used that theme where basically, you know, zombies are attracted to noise. And I think they got it from, obviously they got it from, you know, these movies where they hear noise and they're attracted to it, especially a gunshot. Anyways, they save her. Everything's good. For her, this place is a fucking nightmare. This is a tomb for her. But for the guys, are like, yeah, this is like a kingdom. We just need to get rid of the zombies. But anyways, this is part 2. I'm gonna do a part 3 because there's just so much good stuff in part 2 that I had to cover.
Looks like we're gonna be okay.
This video was sponsored by the World Caregiver Network. For more information, visit www.worldcaregivernetwork.com.